Hello, I'm Randy, and I'm an artist and an actor. And there have been other artists that have really influenced me. And what I want to do is share one of those artists with you today. His name is Leonardo da Vinci. But instead of telling you about him, what I want to do is become him. Now, when you meet Leonardo da Vinci today, you're going to need some things to do some drawing with because you're going to draw with him. You're going to need some paper to draw on. You're going to need something to draw with. I've got chalk. You can use crayons or markers or pencils. And you're going to need some toy animals to draw with. So I've got a variety of toy animals here that I'm going to be using, that Leonardo's going to be using. So with that, then you'll be all ready to draw with Leonardo. So I'm going to put on this hat. And when I put on this hat, I'm going to start pretending to be Leonardo da Vinci. Oh, and warning, he sounds a little bit different from me, so I hope that's going to be okay. And we're going to go to his studio and see what's happening there. Here we go. Hello, I'm a Leonardo da Vinci, and I'm so happy to be here with you, and I'm glad that you've come here into my studio. I teach a lot of students how to become artists, and I hope that I can give you some ideas that might help you become a great artist. And being a great artist, that's what I am. And so I want you to be a great artist too. And to be a great artist, you need to be able to draw. And the way you be able to draw good is that you draw every day. And I keep my sketchbook here. And in my sketchbook, I have all these little drawings that I've been doing. And I keep doing it. Oh, but this is too big, too small for you to see. What if I do a drawing for you? That'll show you kind of how I do this. Just a painting I've been working on. I'll put it down here. I think we're going to draw a bat. I'm really intrigued with things that are flying, and think about making my own flying machine. That's something I'm working on. So let's draw. There's a bat. And so if I'm going to draw this bat, I'm going to look very closely at everything about this bat. I'm going to look at his head, and it looks like kind of like it's shaped like a little kind of a triangle. As a little triangle it is. It has little eyes. There it is. And then let's see his arm, which is a wing. It goes down like this. And then let's see, it curls around like this. Look, it has a body here. And the body comes down. It's got these little legs. There's the little legs. And it has another wing over here, which is a big arm that it has, really. That connects there. So begin to have this bat. And by looking at what I'm drawing, I begin to come up with this bat. There he is. Now, in doing a sketchbook, I do have a sketchbook that I have that maybe will help you. It's a little bit bigger than my little sketchbook I carry around with me, but it can show you kind of what I've been working on. So I'm going to turn the pages of my sketchbook. See, I've been working on this sculpture of this Duke that I've been working with. And so I've been drawing sketches about what the sculpture is going to be like. And then I'm working on a big mural that's a bigger fight. And I want to show people how fighting is not good because it's just awful. I told you I was working on flying machines. And so I have these sketches and ideas for what a flying machine might work and how I'm looking at the bats and other things that can fly and making my models of what these things might be like. I have one idea. Let me show you this idea. This is if somebody is having trouble and they're way up high and then they need to float down, they can use this device. And that way they won't hurt themselves when they fall down to the ground. I don't know what I should call this. So those are my flying things. I'm also designing a building, and this is a building. So this building has a dome on it, and it has a way to get into the building. And it's going to be a very big building. I haven't built a very big building yet. I've only built a stable so far, but that's okay. I will have a bigger building someday. And I'm intrigued with the storms. And so I've been drawing these storms, and when the wind blows in, it's such a magical kind of time. And so I get on my sketchbook and I make drawings of these things. And the sound that happens, you can hear the thunder and can feel the wind blowing. I feel like it's a very magical kind of time. So I want to do that into my drawings, into my sketchbook. Now, I thought we could do something. Let me show you how to do things. I'm showing you here how to do things that you see. But now I want to show you how to do things that you create and you make up in your mind. I take it you have some toys, some toy animals, and you have some paper. Let's see, goodbye bat. Goodbye sketch of a bat. I gotta tear this paper off. There's my basket. And now you have something to draw with, and you have your animals, and you have your paper. So I'm going to choose one animal. This is a giraffe. This is from a little baby that I know. It's a cute little giraffe. And I'm just going to draw the giraffe's head. So I'm just going to draw part of the giraffe. I'm going to put the head up here, and the head looks like kind of like an oval, kind of like a big jelly bean. And the other little jelly beans here. And the mouth goes around here. See how the mouth goes? And there's the eye. So what I want you to do is choose your animal and just draw just the head of that animal. And kind of draw it up high because you're going to need space to draw the rest of the body of this fantastical creature that we're making. Creature no one has ever seen before in your life. You got the head? Oh, good. Now we're going to do the neck. And for the neck, I thought I'd do a neck of a snake. It's a squirrely kind of a thing, squiggly thing. So I draw that kind of shape coming down here. That's going to be good. And that means his head can bob around and move around a lot. So you got the head, and now I got the neck on my creature. I don't know what your creature looks like. It probably looks very different than this so far. And now it's going to need a body. So what animals? Let's see, maybe this can do the body of a horse. So I have my horse here. It looks like a kind of a rounded off rectangle. Yes, so draw the body of the animal that you have. Now, what do we need next? I think we're going to need some legs. So let's see. I've got this little duck here. And the duck has these webbed feet. So I can draw those. It's like a big triangle here. Another big triangle. So that maybe this animal likes to go in the water because he has these webbed feet here. Now, I need an animal with a back legs. I think I got a frog here, so maybe we'll do a frog leg. More webbed feet. This is definitely an animal that likes to get in the water because of these feet. Yeah. Let's see. Now I need, what do I need? Yes, I think I need a tail. I've got a dolphin here. And the tail kind of looks like that. It's like two triangles here. One there. Yeah. It's definitely a watery kind of animal, isn't it? But furry eye. Like the bat has the wings. But see, instead of doing a bat, I think I'm going to do a butterfly. More triangles here. And the butterfly, the wings of the butterfly will help this creature fly. Triangle there. Big one there. Now I have this creature that no one has ever seen before in my life. And my father, what he did, he came to me and he wanted me to fix a shield that he had. And so I painted a creature like this on his shield. And when he saw it, he jumped back because he said, "Oh, what is that creature there?" Because he'd never seen. I surprised my father, and that made me feel really good. So now you need to come up with a name for this creature. And this one might be, because he's swimming around, let's see, Splashy. And there you have your creature. Oh, well, I hope that this has shown you some of the things you can do to become a good artist. Draw what you see and draw what you imagine and create the world that you want to be. So now I want to take off my hat. When I take off my hat, I go back to being a Randy again. Well, I hope you enjoyed meeting up with Leonardo da Vinci. And I just wondered, what did you do here today? Did you make a drawing? Did you see what he did? Did you go back in time to visit Leonardo? I wonder, why do you think I did this with you? Yeah, could be. I'm not sure what you think. I had my ideas of why I did this, but I hope you have ideas about why I did this with you. And last of all, what can you do next? If you created this creature, maybe you can create more creatures. Or maybe you can create a story about your creature that you have and tell where the creature came from and maybe what the creature likes to do. Where does the creature like to live? You can create the whole habitat for where this creature lives. So I hope you enjoy and keep being arty and keep being creative. Enjoy the art that's all around you. Thank you.